Hey everyone, it's Laura Myers for CMS-Connected here at Acquia Engage 2018, and I'm joined by Mike Bossard, the Global Digital Platform Specialist at Centrica. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's great. So you actually have a very interesting story as an Acquia customer, and you had some very unique challenges, so tell us a little bit about that.
Well, that's a great question, by the way.
Thanks.
We had to launch from scratch a brand that no one knew about, and in a very I would say busy industry, that there's, we had to make a name for ourselves relatively quickly. Very B2B is what we had to deal with, so we have it's not transactional like a customer, so we have very long sales cycles. So we had to focus on launching the brand very quickly, and now we have 9 regions that we're in and supporting 5 languages, and we're putting out tons of content. So just had to have the vehicle for that, and so we figured the best solution for us was to have a platform where we could spin up sites very quickly, be able to have brand governance, and make sure it was a good experience for the customers.
Yeah, and you had some back-end technology, I think you said, with like Salesforce and stuff that you had to really get going.
Exactly. So when we were thinking about what we had to do when we launched, there was a few things that we had to do. We had to have multilingual international support. We had to be able to spin up sites ridiculously quickly. We had to be able to keep the brand, but we also had to make sure that it was responsive and able to work just as well on the desktop as it did on the mobile. And by the way, we had to have it fully integrated from day one with Pardot, our marketing automation tool, and Salesforce, our CRM. So we didn't have time to make sure everything was running and see how we like this. We launched everything within probably a few weeks.
Yeah, I had to get going really quickly. I also heard, so congratulations, you won an award in excellence in digital marketing for your site.
We did actually. So and we actually, not just us, but our partner that we chose to work with, IBM iX. Which is actually one of the reasons why I think we won, because of us partnering with a partner like them, is that they had the expertise to help us out with the design aspect of it, with the development aspect of the Drupal, and also the expertise to help launch at full capacity the Pardot and Salesforce. Yeah,
that's cool. And I heard that a lot of your strategy had to do with bringing elements of B2C over to B2B. So that's something we talk about all the time. So I'd love for you to go into that a little bit.
Right. So when I think of B2C, I think of very engaging content, lots of content, and not stale. I mean, we had to come out we didn't want to come out with a brand that was like every other energy solutions provider. We wanted to be edgy. We wanted to be the future of energy solutions. And so, taking that spin, we made sure that the design was really spot on and engaging right out the gate. And that content right now, as far in the UK right now and in the US, our teams are popping out 2 to 3 blogs a week.
Wow.
And we've been doing that for about 14 months now. So you can imagine that's a ton of content.
That's a lot of content.
In addition to case studies and all kinds of customer success stories. So we're not holding anything back.
Yeah, I kind of taking those, bringing them over. The other thing that I wanted to ask you about.
And the website has to support it.
Yeah, exactly.
Never go down.
We create all, but you have to
right? It can't ever go down.
It's got to keep up. It's got to keep up.
Yeah, exactly.
The other thing that I read is you had a fairly big task list when you're thinking about consolidating everything when you're moving on to Acquia.
You're right.
Yeah.
We did, actually. So part of our, I'll say, challenge was we quickly formed our company out of some acquisitions and other groups inside of the parent company, Centrica. So our division is Centrica Business Solutions, which is really just targeting energy solutions for B2B customers, right? After, or outside of power and gas, right? So anything, we're talking about energy monitoring, we're talking about optimization of energy, also resilience. When power goes out, what are you going to do?
Exactly.
Right. So we basically had to, when we brought all these companies together, we had, I think, the last count is around 15 different CRMs.
Wow.
I think about 5 or 6 different CMS platforms, and then basically taking all that content and consolidating into our site and our not just the site, but also our CRM, Salesforce, and Pardot.
Yeah,
So
that was big, but you got it done.
we did, and it wasn't, when you say you, the company did it, and we had help from partners, great partners like IBM iX.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So
That's fantastic. Well, that's all the questions I have.
yeah.
Thanks so much.
All right. Well, thanks so much.